Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. These are the lighthearted secrets that people have been keeping from you. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at in today's pick a card reading. I'll try to be as accurate as I can, but it is a bit tricky when reading for the collective. If you want something more personal, you can always check in with a psychic for a more in-depth description. Speaking of which, I tried a clairvoyant from Psychic Source, and yes, they're sponsoring today's video. Thank you, Psychic Source. I got matched with a clairvoyant through their site, and honestly, I wasn't expecting her to be that accurate. I gave her no personal info, just asked about my future love life, and somehow she instantly picked up that I'm already in a relationship. She literally said, "Why are you asking about the future without mentioning him?" I was literally speechless, but then I remembered that's kind of what I do too. Still a shocking experience to be on the receiving end of it. She described my future partner as someone who makes me really happy, with great communication and a bond that can handle anything. But the part that really stuck with me, she said she saw my future husband giving me purple flowers. A few weeks later, nothing happened, so I kind of forgot about it. Then we saw a tattoo promo on Instagram. My boyfriend sent me his ideas so I can book, and boom, a purple flower. Not a bouquet, but I'm definitely taking that as a sign. You can chat with gifted advisors however you're most comfortable, phone, video, or even text. Setting up my account on their website was super easy, and they have this quick little quiz that helps you find a psychic based on what you're looking for, whether it's love, past lives, energy readings, whatever. It made the whole process really personal and intentional. What sets them apart is the level of care and integrity. Only 2% of their applicants actually become advisors, so you know you're speaking to someone who's truly gifted and held to high ethical standards. And they back everything up with a no-risk guarantee. If you're not happy with your last paid reading, it's free.
For a limited time, you can use my code Siren at psychicsource.com when checking out, or you can just click the link in my description box below at trypsychicsource.com/siren. You'll get up to 40 minutes with an advisor for just $19.80. That's up to a $240 value. You don't have to use it all in one session. You can spread those minutes out across multiple advisors to see who you truly resonate with. They also donate 1% of your purchase to charity at no extra cost to you. Oh, and yes, I do get paid for this promo, so when you sign up with Psychic Source, you're feeding a perpetually hungry, slightly dramatic psychic, that would be me, and funding my next impulsive crystal purchase. As you can see, the channel needs some new crystals. But that's all for now. Thank you again to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video.
So getting back to your pile selection and reading, for pile 1 we have the Golden Cat's Eye with Fortune's Wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune. For pile 2 we have Orange Calcite with Messenger of Fire, and I think this is the Knight of Wands if I'm not mistaken. And then we have Citrine with the Four of Fire, which is the Four of Wands. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. So hopefully by now you've picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. But once you are done picking one, then you can find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi pile 1, if you chose this Golden Cat's Eye crystal and the card Fortune's Wheel, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the lighthearted secrets that people have been keeping from you. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then you can find all my details in the description box below. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. So spirit guides of pile 1, what are some lighthearted or the lighthearted secrets that people have been keeping from pile 1? So right off the bat, I'm feeling this energy of, I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't have bad intentions towards you. Like someone feeling like that. Starting out where they like had good intentions, but then somehow things ended up like in a way where it was not like that. Like somehow it ended up looking bad for them, like the situation. It's almost like they didn't have bad intentions at the beginning, but then towards the end, they looked bad for whatever actions they did. I hope I'm making sense, but that's kind of the energy I'm getting. 6 of Swords. The Hermit reverse. So maybe some people might not keep a secret from you because they're meaning anything bad towards you. Like maybe sometimes it's trying to protect your feelings, or maybe sometimes it starts off as a white lie, because I'm getting this feeling of I start out small, and then it, just becomes something bigger, and now at the end they end up looking bad. They end up looking like they were hiding something huge from you just because they couldn't be honest from the beginning, from the get-go. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. And then things change in your relationship and you no longer want to be associated with them because then you just see them as untrustworthy. But they never wanted to be untrustworthy with you in the first place. That's how they're perceiving it. Like, even if you perceive things differently, that's okay. But for them, they perceive it as like, I never had bad intentions towards you from the start. But then somehow things just happened and it became like this. But they're not really taking responsibility for their own actions here. So we mentioned something about white lies. That's something I definitely see here. And then it just changing your relationship with that person where you no longer trust the person when you do find out. I'm seeing a situation or scenario where, and this feels kind of mean-spirited, but it is what I'm seeing. Like a situation where someone is inviting a lot of people but not inviting you, and then they keep it a secret from you because they don't want you to be mad at them or think that they didn't want to hang out with you. That is so strange. That's like leaving you out on purpose. I don't know if you've had people that have done that too a lot, like leave you out on purpose and then post the next day on social media that they were with this person and then they didn't invite you. It is very mean-spirited, like I said. So sorry if you have been through that. I also see this energy where some people have a light, friendly competition with you. This could be a situation where two people are having some kind of mild conflict and maybe they're trying to get back at one another. This could be a situation where two people are having a friendly competition to win something. Whatever it is, I see some kind of like friendly competition, and then someone ends up taking it too far, and it most likely being the other party because we're talking about secrets here. And then they take it too far by like competing or by talking behind your back. So I see this energy of like someone competing with you, talking behind your back, but taking it too far, or being petty and taking it too far and then hiding it from you because they want to save themselves from the embarrassment. That's strange, but that's what I see. I guess that it is considered lighthearted because it starts out as like playful banter or we're playfully getting back at each other, but then it ends up being something huge where the other person almost takes it too far and then it becomes something serious. So I feel like with you, it starts out small. Like people do this where it starts out small and then it becomes something huge that we didn't want in the first place. Okay, this is this is I don't know what to think of this. Um some of you might find this funny, some of you might find this annoying. I just see this energy of someone you share a home with, maybe like borrowing a pair of your boots, for example, and then never giving it back. or giving it back like 6 months later. And putting it in a spot hoping you won't notice it was gone. I see an energy like that, but this is most likely family or someone you've lived with, where it's like, I'm borrowing this thing you have and then putting it back hoping you won't notice that it was gone. So yeah, I don't know how you feel about that, but that's also what I'm seeing as a lighthearted secret here. I also see situations where someone uses something and breaks it by mistake, and then they quickly try to fix it before you notice it's broken. Yeah, I'm seeing like strange scenarios like that where someone almost like wants to keep it secret out of embarrassment. So you could have had situations like that a lot where someone does something and then they don't want to tell you because they're embarrassed. I'm even seeing something where like people get themselves into bad luck within their own life, because when I had originally pulled this Fortune's Wheel card, it came out reverse. But then I decided to make the cards upright because all the cards came out reversed. So then I just decided to read both card meanings. And how I'm reading this energy is like, let's say they do something and they end up in a situation where they're experiencing just like bad luck. Where like, let's say they get into some kind of situation that is undesirable, and it's like they keep it a secret from you because they don't want to be embarrassed about the situation. Like, let's say they bump their car somewhere or something like that, like some kind of unfortunate situation, and then people hide it from you out of fear. People may also sometimes hide their good luck, because the weird Wheel of Fortune upright can also represent good luck and changes. We have two cards about change with the Six of Swords and the Fortune's Wheel. So maybe people also hide changes that have happened within their life or changes that have happened recently until they feel they want to share that information with you. That's not really a secret, but keeping it private for now, keeping it in the vault for now until they're ready to share it. So that's also something I see here. I see some people gatekeeping with you. I don't know if that would be considered a lighthearted secret, but like, I'm seeing you ask someone, where did you get this? How did you get here? And then it's like they're either gatekeeping their knowledge or they're gatekeeping some kind of information that would benefit you, where it's like they don't want to share it with you, they want to keep it to themselves. Yeah, I don't know if that is considered as lighthearted secrets, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm even seeing like someone wear a specific perfume and then they're like, yeah, I don't know where I got it. It was a gift, but it wasn't really a gift. Okay, weird, but that's what I see. These are these are a little bit I don't know what word to use. It's a little bit strange going into other people's secrets and seeing the things people hide. It kind of surprises me as the reader. What else is there? I keep seeing something about like someone taking a belonging of yours and breaking it or burning it or something like that, where they do that by accident and then they try to hide it from you. And then it's like you'll ask them, where did this item go? And they're like, I don't know. But then they're lying to you about it. Okay, I don't want to say that lying is okay in any situation, but again, there's this feeling here of like, I did it because I was embarrassed and I didn't want to make you mad and I didn't want to disappoint you. But then lying is also not okay, but okay. Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. It's like they could tell you the truth, but then they don't know what reaction they're going to get from you. Some people decide not to tell you the truth because they're afraid of your anger or afraid of you, worse, being disappointed in them. The Three of Swords reverse. It's like they don't want to break your heart and have to like, you know, sit by you and support you while you heal it. The Hanged Man showing up reverse and the Four of Pentacles showing up reverse. It's kind of like they're hoping when people like keep lighthearted secrets with you, they hope that if they don't talk about it or bring it up, that you'll just forget about it. I'm even seeing scenarios or situations you've had in your life where people have maybe like hid certain information from you and not wanted you to find out certain information. It's like they'd hide it away and almost try to change the topic when you bring it up or try to act like they don't know anything about it, hoping that if they don't bring it up, you will just forget about it and never bring it up again. The thing is, it's kind of sad. I'm seeing another situation that is a little bit more sad and less lighthearted. I'm seeing a situation here where someone was cheated on, and this person was like hiding text messages from you, deleting evidence, almost like hoping you'd never bring it up so that you just forget about it. Like you were suspicious of something, but then they were like hiding the evidence away or deleting the evidence. I'm literally seeing that in my mind's eye. Like I said, that's very sad that, maybe some of you have been through that where someone has like hid something so huge from you. Yeah, that is something I see. I honestly don't understand why people do stuff like that, why they feel the need to, like move with deceit and shadiness and weirdness. But, anyways, moving on from that, is there anything else here for them, Spirit, about lighthearted secrets people may have kept from them? Okay, this one is kind of. Mm, it's not really cute if you really think about it, but it's kind of cute at the same time. I have mixed feelings about it. So, I see a situation where you're about to do something and someone helps you succeed in some way without telling you they've helped you. And the reason why at first I said it was kind of cute is because maybe they care about you so much that they just want you to win, that they want to help you get there and keep it a secret from you. But the reason why it might not be perceived as cute to you sometimes is maybe you wanted to see if you could get there on your own without this person's help. So I'm seeing a situation like, for example, where you have like some kind of competition you're trying to win, and this person pays off the person judging the competition, for you to win. Or something like that, where it's like they just want you to win at all costs. It's coming from a good intention, but then it could be seen as a negative thing to you because then you'd be like, why couldn't you just allow me to win on my own? You know what I mean? So I'm seeing like a situation like that. It doesn't have to be like that exactly, but something like that where someone helps you win or get something you wanted without telling you they helped you. Like, let's say you're trying to get into a specific college or university, and then they know someone there at that university and they put in a good word for you and they don't tell you about it. Something like that's coming through. It's coming from a positive intention, but then, yeah, I don't know how you feel about that. Sometimes people also plan pleasant surprises for you because I'm seeing a surprise birthday party. In my mind's eye, it's like I'm walking and I walk into a room and everybody's like surprised and there's a bunch of balloons. So it makes me think that people sometimes plan pleasant surprises for you, gifts for you, like things that are special for you, and then they keep it secret. I'm even seeing like Christmas time where people are planning gifts, planning what they're gonna get you, and then keeping it a secret because they want it to be a surprise. So I see situations like that too. I'd say that is the best energy from this pile, like someone planning something, surprising for you. But that's all I have for you, Pile 1. I really hope this reading resonated. Let me know what you thought of this down in the comments below. Did any of this resonate with you? Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi, Pal 2. If you chose this orange calcite crystal and the messenger of fire, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what are the lighthearted secrets that people have kept from you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find all my details in the description box below. So for you, Part 2s, right off the bat, I'm seeing someone, and this feels like someone you would be close to, like a best friend, a sibling. It feels like someone that would be very protective and fiercely loyal over you, where they would defend you without you realizing. So let's say, for example, you go through a breakup and this person F's you over badly, and then your best friend comes to the rescue and calls that person out over text message and basically gives that person a piece of their mind over text message without you realizing, without you even knowing. It's like they're being protective over you and defending you in some way behind your back. I even see situations where someone talks about you and maybe someone you love defends you, and then it's not that the person you love keeps it a secret, but the other person keeps it a secret because obviously like they're not going to tell you what they said behind your back. So I do see some element of gossip here showing through within your reading, being part of the lighthearted secrets people maybe have kept, like things they've said about you that were either true or not true. I don't know. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles reverse, Ace of Swords, Three of Swords reverse, and the Hanged Man reverse at the back of the deck. I feel like I'm channeling a specific person's energy at the beginning of your reading, like a best friend or someone you're really close to, like a sibling or, maybe a partner. I don't know, but it just feels like this person's very protective over you. And it almost feels like, even in a situation where, let's say you have some kind of secret, they will keep it with you and not tell other people about it. That's not necessarily, technically it's not meant to be in the reading, but it is coming through because this reading is about people keeping secrets from you. But in this case, I'm getting this specific person keeping secrets for you and, keeping their mouth shut for you in some way to protect you. I also see some people learning information about you before the first date or the first time you're like spending time together, hanging out together, and it's like maybe they stalk your social media account and kind of just check out everything about you before meeting up in person. And it's not like they're necessarily being creepy about it. It's not coming through that way, but I'm sure a lot of you have like internet stalk people you were about to go on a date with or meet up. So I'm seeing that type of energy where it's like they're figuring things out about you, but then when you bring it up to them, they act surprised. They act like they don't know that information when actually they did know that information. But it's not coming through in like a creepy stalkerish way. Like, I promise it's not. I also see this energy of people sometimes knowing things about you and acting like they don't know just in general so that you can tell them the full story. This doesn't have to be deep. Like, for example, let's say you're talking to somebody about what happened in another person's life, and maybe they heard the story from so and so, but they want to hear the story from you. So they say they don't know the story, they don't know what happened. Tell me so that they can get extra information. Like, it could be something like that. It doesn't have to be deep, but that's basically what I see as well. And I also see people keeping dreams secret. Like, let's say they dream about you and something happens in that dream. They sometimes won't tell you about it, especially if that dream was particularly crazy or didn't make sense or was like, I don't know, like if just strange things happen that don't make logical sense, they won't share it with you. I also see someone wanting to share some kind of secret of their own with you. This has nothing to do with you, but this has to do with them and their own life. And it's something big, like some kind of opportunity or something they've always wanted that they finally received. So, for example, I'm seeing like a friend, has been trying for a baby for a really long time and it's finally got pregnant, but she's not allowed to tell you until, a certain time period. And then she's planning, the surprise and she's planning to tell you and she's so excited. Or someone just got a job opportunity and they can only tell it you at this time and they're so excited to tell you that they want to tell you right now. I'm seeing an energy like that where it's like, I'm so excited about this thing, but I can't tell you yet. But it's like, I'm so excited to tell you about this thing that's happened for me. So I see that happening to like people in your life that you love that are excited to share things with you where you're the first person they want to share it with or celebrate it with. Celebrate about it with, if that makes sense. I'm now seeing an energy that I don't particularly like or respect. Now I'm seeing an energy where you were the last to know about something that was quite negative. I'm seeing a situation where people knew about something negative that was kept from you. And it's like they covered for the person that was keeping the more negative secret from you of whatever they did behind your back. And it's like they covered for that person and never told you. And a lot of people knew about it. And it was like you were the last to know about this thing. And that is why I say I don't like this energy. I don't respect this energy because if you know somebody else is, carrying some kind of negative secret and it could hurt the person, rather tell them, rather let them know so that they know what's going on so that they don't have to be blindsided. And I feel like you were blindsided by somebody because different people knew and they didn't tell you, which again, I don't like. I'm also seeing this energy of people wanting to give you certain compliments, but not wanting to appear too eager. Or let's say you do something and it really impresses a person and they almost like want to overly compliment you. But again, they don't want to seem too eager or they don't want to seem like uncool in a way, is the word I'm getting. It's almost like they try to act more cool and collected in front of you by trying to seem more detached and less eager than they actually are. And so some people will secretly hide their feelings of eagerness or excitement towards a situation with you, or even just their admiration for you because they don't want to seem uncool, which is so strange to say, but that's what I'm seeing. I see someone that is in your life that always plans towards things for you and tries to do little acts of service for you that show how much they care. This person is very thoughtful and they remember little details about you and your day. So if they know by this time you usually get hungry, or by this time you need water, or by this time you need this, it's like they already have it prepared. I'm seeing that type of energy where this person's always looking out for you and preparing things for you. Let's say you forget, for example, your lunch, this person brings it for you because they know you forgot. I'm seeing that type of energy where they do like secret nice things for you and they don't tell you about it until you find out because they want it to be like a nice surprise, which is cute. We have the Messenger of Air reverse and the Emperor. So take it how it resonates. It doesn't have to be exactly how I said it, but there's just someone that's like always looking out for you in some way, always, being thoughtful about what you need in the moment. Okay, so yeah, some kind of like acts of service love language. Messenger of Air in the reverse, the Emperor and the King of Wands. Some people know some kind of tea about people you had previously been with or previously been connected with and are no longer close to anymore. And so sometimes people find out tea about these kinds of people, but then they decide not to share it with you because you decided to let go of that person and you probably don't care about hearing about that person. But it's almost like they feel this urge to tell you what they found out, but then at the same time they don't want to cross boundaries, so then they just keep it to themselves. That information, the Hanged Man showing up reverse. Some people will even be afraid of you, and then they're afraid to tell you like some kind of information because they're afraid of your reaction. So it's not like they're keeping things from you, but sometimes they're afraid of your reaction and intimidated by you, that they don't know how to express whatever they want to express or say whatever they want to say to you. I see situations where this is so random, but with the Temptation card reversed at the back of the deck, I'm getting this energy of like someone being tempted, for example, to have a snack of yours that you put in the fridge, but then they decide not to, and then they don't tell you that they were tempted. That's such a random message. It doesn't have to resonate like that exactly, but that's an example of what I see. It's kind of like they fought off some kind of temptation, but then they don't tell you about it. But like I said, it seems more lighthearted, like something about food or something small that you wouldn't even bat an eyelid over. Like maybe, yes, it would irritate you in the moment, but in the long run, you wouldn't like really care. Like, let's say it was a sibling and they saw that you put your leftover food in the fridge and that you were going to eat it later, and then they kind of wanted to eat it in that moment. That's so random, but that is what I see there. Okay, I'm also seeing this energy of people making plans for the future. And this is coming through as romantic. So I'm seeing an energy here where it's like someone is making plans for the future in their head, but they're not telling you about it. And this doesn't have to be romantic, but for most of you, I'm seeing it's romantic, where it's like someone is thinking, okay, I want to do this with you this weekend, but they haven't even like told you yet about the plans they want to make. Or they're like, okay, in 5 years, 2 years, I want to be here with this person in their mind, but then they don't tell you that. Or they might even go to like your family and talk to your family about like where they plan to be or where their intentions are for the future, but then not tell you about it. So that's very interesting. That's what I'm seeing. I see some kind of mother, father figure leaving plans for some kind of will so that you can be like financially protected in some way after they pass. So maybe they're thinking about that kind of future and your financial future and leaving you in their will and planning towards things like that, like retirement, something like that. Or maybe they've put money away for you for your own stability and they have kept it a secret. Some kind of inheritance energy showing through here that you just don't expect. So someone has put away money for you. That is what I'm getting. If it's not an inheritance, then someone has put away money for you. Or someone maybe even made some kind of investment of some kind. Because the Four of Pentacles reverse makes me think of an investment now that we're talking about like finances and wills and stuff. So with the Messenger of Air reverse, sometimes you've had miscommunications with certain people and they never bothered to clear the air with you. So it's almost like, let's say you had an argument with someone and it wasn't even that huge, but you guys kind of blew off on each other over like something small, over a misunderstanding or miscommunication, but then they're too stubborn to actually like apologize to you or to explain their side of the story or to even like clear the misunderstanding, because I'm getting that, you know, your relationship could have been salvaged to that person or to those people if you guys had just sat down and put your pride aside, put your stubbornness aside, and communicated about it, you guys would have seen that it wasn't as harsh as you thought it was in your mind. Like, both of you were pointing fingers at each other, thinking the other person meant something bad, but it wasn't actually like that. And it could have been solved, but it wasn't solved through communication because of stubbornness. So it's like that relationship fell away, but it could have been salvaged in some way if they just communicated to you. But, if someone can throw away a relationship over something so small, then do you even want them in your life anyways? Okay, we have the Two of Wands and we have the Ten of Cups. And your last card is the Three of Pentacles. I'm hearing the word selfishness. So some people, when they're selfish and they take more than they're supposed to, it's almost like they start to keep it from you. I don't know if someone I'm getting a situation where, let's say you worked with someone and they said that you were getting a specific amount of money, but then they took more and they lied to you about the amount. That is not lighthearted at all. That's actually crazy that I'm picking up on that information, because they basically took from you then, because it's like you were maybe supposed to earn more in that situation, but then they lied to you about the amount you earn and then they took a bigger cut. I'm seeing something like that, something financial. That's so specific. I don't think that will resonate with everybody, but maybe someone here will resonate with that. I'm also seeing certain times you go through things. Like, let's say you go through something really huge, like a breakup, and someone has some kind of wisdom to share with you, or some kind of advice to share with you, but it would be seen as unsolicited advice, or advice that would help you in the long run, but you aren't open to receiving it right now. Because right now you're in this emotional phase in the situation. Not right now, but like in that scenario, you're in that emotional phase and you're not able to take in that information they want to give. And it's like they have to be there for you and support you through that emotionally, and not just try to fix it for you or give you advice in that situation without you asking for it. And then they kind of keep it to themselves for a later time, when later they then reveal that advice to you, or reveal their wisdom to you, or their perspective of the situation, to get you to see a higher perspective in some way. So some people want to tell you something, but then they decide, this is not the time or place. I will bring this up later. Especially if it's like a serious conversation. Sometimes someone wants to have like a serious conversation with you, but then maybe they need to first think about what they want to say, or first clearly think about like how they're going to say it. I see that too. I see this energy of you absorbing other people's emotions and sometimes picking up on things people hide secret. So let's say, for example, someone had a really bad fight with their spouse, and this is your coworker, and they come into work, and as soon as they walk through the door, you're hit with this wave of sadness, and you can't understand why you're feeling so sad. And this coworker isn't telling you what happened, but you're feeling into her sadness and her pain. So I'm getting that this pile, you could consider yourself empaths or clairsentient, where you pick up on the emotions and energies of others. And even if they aren't telling you directly, you pick up on it still. And when people hide things from you or they lie to you, you pick up on it intuitively as well. You pick up that something's not right, something's off, something's suspicious, and something just doesn't sit right with you. So that is all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, Pal 3. If you chose the Citrine crystal and the Four of Wands card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at What are the lighthearted secrets that people have kept from you? So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find all my details in the description box below. So this thing is coming through as more of a surprise. When I look at this Four of Wands card, I'm seeing two different visions. The first vision I'm seeing is like, let's say you're about to have like someone propose to you in some way, for example, and this person is going to the family members, going to the friends, planning everything with them, planning the proposal with them. The whole family, all the friends are planning it behind your back, and then it's like, when that surprise finally happens, it's like, well, maybe some of you have had like a situation like that. If you're already married, for example, maybe, your family helped plan it and all of that. That's like a situation I can channel here from this Four of Wands. And then I'm also seeing like another situation where, let's say, for example, it's about to be your birthday and someone you love is asking another person around you for their advice on whether you would like this bracelet or not, or this watch, or whatever it is that they want to buy you as a gift. It's like they're asking for that person's opinions. I'm seeing an energy like that. And people planning like surprises, people planning events, birthdays, weddings, whatever it is. I'm seeing that kind of energy with the Four of Wands here. I also see the energy of family and home, but only keeping secrets that are more so like surprises like this. I don't see like anything negative there. So I guess that when people have planned things for birthdays for you, surprises for you, things like that, they've gone to other people in your life and all of them have kind of kept quiet about the surprise there. I even see like someone, let's say, buying tickets for you and them to some kind of event and they're keeping it a surprise. Yeah, there's a lot of romantic energy showing up here with the Two of Cups. I'm now seeing a vision of like someone plan a holiday trip or vacation as a surprise for you, or, take you to a specific place or venue that you've always wanted to go and plan it as a surprise. I'm seeing like someone, deliver a lot of roses your way and they plan that surprise. So surprises keep coming up, but I'm getting like a lot of romantic energies here, like a romantic partner planning the surprise and the friends and family maybe helping. Five of Pentacles, the Tower reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles. And if you haven't experienced that, then perhaps I could be picking up on a future energy. Maybe you meet a partner like that that always spoils you and surprises you or something. I also see that when you are going through things, like when you're having a bad day or when you're just like going through negative things, there will be people in your life, and I just got deja vu as I said this, there will be people in your life that will try to fix the problem for you behind your back. And it's like they'll all come together and try to do something to show their support for you and to help you through that problem so that you don't have to worry about it. So I'm seeing this energy of like everyone pitching in to help, or everyone pitching in with ideas on how they can, help you with this problem or support you in some way. So that's very kind of like the people around you. Like, let's say you go through something where you're mourning somebody and, everybody's planning on how they can just be supportive with you, how they can be there for you. I'm seeing an energy like that where it's like, I want to look out for you and almost soften the blow, soothe the pain in some way, help you work through it because it's not easy going through it alone. It's like there's people in your life that want to show you you're not going through things alone, that they're there for you, that they want to support you, that they want you to lean on them. They almost want to be the mattress that softens the blow of whatever hurt or pain you are experiencing in your life or have experienced before. I'm also seeing situations where emergency circumstances are happening, where certain things are falling apart in a specific area, and it's almost like people are keeping it from you because they don't want you to stress out. So let's say some kind of crisis is happening and it's like they're all trying to sort it out by themselves, like this group of people around you. They're trying to sort it out by themselves so that you don't have to stress out, so that you don't get mad. It's like they want to sort it out so that you don't even have to find out about it, so that by the time you even find out, it's sorted, it's fixed, problem fixed, you know. So that's very interesting. Like some people hide those crises, I don't know how to say that word, from you. This energy is very sweet, but when people spend money on you, they don't tell you how much they spent on you because they don't want you to worry about it. It's on them. But I'm also seeing this energy of losing money or losing something, losing at something and not telling you because they don't want you to see their failures. So some people may hide their failures from you, and some people might want to share like work problems with you or their financial problems with you, but then sometimes they don't want to put any burdens on you, and so they don't tell you about it. I'm also seeing this energy of people trying to make a change in their habits or make a change to their lifestyle. So for example, let's say someone is trying to eat healthier, but they're not telling you yet because they first want to see if they can do it and prove to themselves first. I'm seeing an energy like that too, where it's like, I'm in the process of making a change, but I can't tell you yet because I'm still seeing if I can integrate that change or not. Even like something great, like let's say someone's moving somewhere and they're still sorting it out and organizing it, so they're not telling you yet. Like good news they haven't told you yet because they're still waiting for confirmation. So we have the King of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles reverse, and the Messenger of Air reverse. I keep seeing this energy of like people hiding financial struggles from you because they don't want to burden you or have to ask you for help. And I also see this energy of like people paying for things for you and then like not telling you how much they actually spent on that item or how much they actually spent on that thing because they don't want you to think that they wasted money. So that's very interesting. Maybe you have like a lot of people around you that love to spoil you in some way with their money or buy you gifts all the time or something. That's basically what I see here. People may also keep how much they've saved away from conversations, which is understandable. I mean, like, if a person earns a certain amount or saves a certain amount, it's best to keep that information private. But yeah, there's something about like finances coming through. Even like issues at the workplace, like issues they have with other coworkers or issues they have with the workplace where they want to tell you about it, but they can't. Oh my gosh, guys, you won't believe what I just saw. So I saw this vision of like someone telling a lie to you, because I was seeing Pinocchio's nose growing longer, which was making me think of lying. And then I see them telling you something and accidentally telling on themselves. And then you catch them within their lie. And then they're like, no, 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 no. And then they try to fix it, but it's already too late. So I feel like there have been times where people have lied to you or hid things from you, and then it's like they told on themselves. You didn't even need to find the proof from someone else. They told on themselves in some way, shape, or form. And then they try to take it back, but it's too late. So we have transformation. We have the Emperor. So I'm also seeing this energy of like, this is quite interesting. Let's say you have a friend that has like a man or a woman they're entertaining, and this person has effed over your friend, and you've been there for your friend or sibling, whatever. And now they're going back to this person because this person has said they've changed. So that's how I'm reading this energy with the Five of Swords transformation, the Emperor. I'm reading it like in a situation where that person effed them over and now they're taking them back secretly and not telling you about it. Because if they told you about it, you would remind them of how that person effed them over. And they're just so blind to love that they don't want to hear about it. You know those people that come to you and complain about a toxic relationship in their life, and then, you give them your honest opinion, and then they go and defend that person, or they go and, not take your advice and end up staying with that person even though they were the one that complained about how that person treated them or how that person was so toxic. So I always feel like there's situations like that. um I don't know if that will relate with everybody, but like some of you will relate to it where someone has gotten back with their ex or something and hid it from you. And then they're believing this person saying that they've changed. So we have the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. I keep seeing things to do with opportunities, money, stuff like that. I see for some of you a situation where you grew up with not a lot of money and your parents spent some kind of money on you and then never told you about it because maybe like you knew about the financial issues you guys were going through at the time, and they didn't want to stress you out with the knowledge of that. So I'm seeing like something like that where it's like about finances and about almost like protecting you from knowing the truth because they don't want you to stress out. And I've noticed that pattern show up like consistently within your reading. I'm not sure why. So that is all I have for you, pile 3. Let me know what you thought of this reading down in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.